Hey guys, happy Friday. Today we are going to be testing out another smaller Canadian brand here. We are going to be testing out some Tone Cosmetics lipsticks. So this company is called T-O-N with the long dash over the O, which means I think it's pronounced Tone and not ton. Even though my heart says ton, I think it's Tone. And it is by two Canadian sisters, Vicky and Maria. I found out about this brand on Twitter, and it's an interesting concept for a lipstick company. They have 9 shades in 2 different colors, neutrals and reds. So they definitely have a very intense niche, and the idea is you find what tones work best for you, and those are the lipsticks that you purchase. And to help you determine what your undertone would be, they have a little 7-question quiz they can quickly do, and it'll tell you, hey, you have a fair complexion and a neutral undertone, which is what I have. Or hey, you have dark skin with this cool undertone. Or you're medium with a warm undertone, etc., etc. The questions are pretty basic questions. I went ahead and did it, and like I said, I got the result fair neutral, which does correspond to what people have told me and what Sephora's Color IQ has rated me. I'm neutral, maybe a hint cool, but mostly neutral fair. Once you determine what your undertones is, they will match you with a lipstick. So they have fair, medium, dark, and within each of those categories, they have warm, cool, and neutral. So 9 different shades in the reds, 9 different shades in the neutrals. Makes sense, right? Obviously, they say you're not limited to the ones that they recommend for you, but the ones that match your undertone are supposed to be the ones. What did they recommend for me? Well, they recommended 2 shades for me, 1 red, 1 nude, obviously. So I picked up Fair Neutral 1 and Fair Neutral 2. You can see these are made in Canada. They're actually out of Laval, Quebec, I believe. Here is Fair Neutral 1. And to be completely honest, for a nude shade, this is pretty intimidating. The lipstick bullet is a little bit almost metallic / shimmery. It's definitely not a matte or solid. It definitely has like some pearl essence to it. You get 4 grams of product in a bullet, and the bullets retail for $19 each, so they are certainly not cheap. And here is Fair Neutral 2. What do you guys think about that? Beautiful, right? So Fair Neutral 2 has none of that pearlescence or anything. It's just a solid red color. Man, they could send me any red and I would just like eat it up. I love red. That gets me excited. When I finished the quiz, they said that with a fair neutral skin tone, you're going to want to go with something that has a bit of an olive undertone. So I guess that explains these colors. And the packaging is quite lovely. It has their logo just on the front of the bullet, a sticker with the color on the bottom, and kind of a gem type thing on the top. White packaging with silver accents. I really like this a lot. I think it's very chic looking. The lids stay on really well if you put it in your bag. So let's go ahead and try these colors on. My lips today are a little bit dry, not gonna lie. I did scrub them this morning, and I did wear a lip sleeping mask overnight, but I definitely still have some dry patches. So from far away, I don't think this color looks too bad. I think it is surprisingly less scary than the bullet would have you think. I think it's just slightly outside of my comfort zone of pinkness, like it's a little bit more fleshy than I would normally go for. It feels very comfortable. It has a light vanilla scent to it. The only thing is when you do a close-up, like I really feel like it accentuates my dry bits and gets kind of stuck in the lines between my lips. So I feel like I'm just the type of person whose lips are not good enough to wear this type of lipstick. It's just a little bit too unforgiving, especially since it does almost have that like metallic-y, shimmery finish to it, which kind of picks up on those imperfections and I think makes them a little bit worse. That being said, on a good lip day, I do think I could get away with wearing this color, especially maybe with a darker eye. or mixing it in with something just a tiny little bit more pink toned. What do you guys think? Do you think this is the perfect nude for me? Do you think they nailed it with the undertones? Now, even though my lips are really dry, I'm expecting a lot from these lipsticks because they are supposed to be not only a perfect match for your skin tone, but also ultra hydrating. They say the key ingredients are shea butter and vitamin E. So, I don't know, I feel like if you claim that, you gotta be willing to work with lips that are as crappy as mine. So let's get this on. Alright, and there is Fair Neutral 2. One thing I don't like about the lipsticks is that they are just labeled Fair Neutral 1 and Fair Neutral 2, so if I was like just reaching into my drawer, it had to be like, is Neutral 1 red or nude? I would much prefer if they called it Fair Neutral Nude or Fair Neutral Red, because especially if they come out with other colors in the future and you had like 4 different colors, you're gonna have to remember 1, 2, 3, 4 instead of it just saying nude, red, berry, pink or something. But looking at my lips with this red lipstick on, it is nice. It's kind of a thicker formula in a really hydrating sense. It feels a lot different than the nude one, I would say. And you can see the coverage is much, much better than the nude one. It just went completely opaquely over all my trouble areas, kind of evens and smooth everything out. It has a little bit of slip, but not enough slip that I'm worried it's gonna like slide outside of my lip lines. I think this red almost looks a little bit warm versus completely neutral. Like it almost says orangey red to me. But what do you guys think? Do you guys think this is a nice match for my complexion? I'm digging it, but like I said, I am a sucker for every red out there. So anyway, I'm gonna wear test this red color for the next 12 hours. We'll see how it does. Make sure there's none on my teeth. And I will check in with you at the end of the day. Here we go. Alright, it's the end of the night. I definitely need to reapply here. And yeah, this lipstick, this red color, was a pleasure to wear. Although my lips were super dry and crusty this morning, by now they feel really nice and moisturized. They feel very comfortable. So really happy with the hydration that these give you. And the color did last quite a while. And it faded down quite nicely as well. Overall, I thought the red was a total win. Now, the Fair Neutral one, I probably would skip out on. I'm not too sure if all the nudes have the same sort of mostly opaque formula where it kind of settles in your lines. The color was better than I expected, especially based off of the scary photo. But I just don't like the way it wears on my lips, and I think it's a pretty unforgiving formula on that one. They are also pretty expensive at $19 a tube, and you have to pay shipping on top of that. So they recommended me these 2 lipsticks, and they had free shipping at 50 Canadian dollars, so my total was only 40 Canadian dollars, and I didn't want to buy anything else. And so I had to pay $7 shipping, so that was kind of poopy. The other thing I wanted to quickly do was just compare this red with some of my other reds. So let me pull some things out. So I definitely don't have anything like the Fair Neutral one in my collection. It's a super unique color. Normally I'm not brave enough to pick out a nude like this unless someone's like, hey, this is gonna work for you. But you guys know I have a ton of red. So let's quickly compare this color red with some of my other lipsticks. This is Neutral Fair 2, my Besame Red, Urban Decay 714, Rihanna's Uncensored, Flame of the Game from Wet n Wild, and Flambe from Amuse Bouche by Beauty. Alright, so let's rate these 2 lipsticks. Fair neutral 2, I'm gonna give a 4 out of 5. I really enjoyed wearing it. I think it's really nice. Only downside is it's a little bit expensive, but I am supporting a small Canadian business, so should I fault it? But I will say it is a little bit expensive, and I had to pay for shipping. And the other downside is it's kind of got this weird like taste to it that's not super pleasant, but it is a very nice color. It wears down well, it lasts long, it's super comfortable to wear. Fair neutral 1 on the other hand, I'm gonna give a 2 out of 5. The color is really exciting and it's definitely going to push me to try weird lipstick looks because you can't return them. So I'm definitely going to hang on to it and play around with it because I do think it is a really interesting color match. It's just the formula didn't work out for me. That was my look at Tone Cosmetics. Even if you don't go ahead and purchase them, I'd still say hop over to the website and take their quiz and see what colors they would recommend for you. It's kind of fun, kind of exciting. And of course, if you're Canadian, maybe think about supporting your local business next time you're looking for a nude or a red color. Anyway guys, that's it for today. I hope you enjoyed today's video. A huge thanks to my Patreons for bringing these lipsticks to you guys. I really can't say how much I appreciate your support. If you want to help support my channel, definitely check out my Patreon at the end of the video, or just share this video with anybody else who might find it helpful. That really helps me out. Huge thanks to everybody who's new, who subscribed lately, and a huge thanks to everybody who's been watching for a while. And with that, I will see you all in Monday's beauty video. Bye.